Hey y'all, welcome back. It's me, James, at Awesome Jambo everywhere. If you're watching live, if you're watching on twitch.tv/Awesome Jambo, there on the screen. You could be watching on catch up, youtube.com/Awesome Jambo. You might be listening to my tweets, reading my tweets. But we are back. Second episode this week, and yes, don't say I don't spoil you. We're back with another episode, and we're just going to be quiet over this intro as William Miles introduces the story.
What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon those
Doesn't have quite the same menacing hood does Desmond, though.
approaches December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be when it does.
11 years. Okay. Yeah, in the American release, it was 12/21/12 on that screen there. They changed it.
Who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
And there we go. So that's it started. So previously, that was John Delancey there, of course. Played Q in Star Trek The Next Generation. Could not believe it when I heard that he was playing fucking William Miles, Desmond's dad. But yeah, that was William Miles introducing. So basically what we have here, the overview of the plot, he's the mentor of pretty much the entire Assassin Order. They've obtained an Apple of Eden, Ezio's Apple of Eden to be exact, which he hid below the Colosseum. And they've escaped Italy together and have come to New England. I believe it's upstate Boston, possibly, or upstate New York, rather. Definitely a sort of frontier area between Boston and New York, anyway.
Let's go.
To find the Grand Temple left behind by the Isu. And we're back! Hey! We're playing, this is the second, and look at this. It's a brand new world. This right here, and look at the way the legs are moving back and forth. Yeah, it's not weird at all. But yes, we're back playing Desmond. We've obviously seen all Ezio has to see and all Altair has to show us. And we left the last video with Desmond waking up, having seen Subject 16, Clay Kazmarek, perish, having seen Ezio retire from the Assassin Order, having Ezio having met Altair, having found his bones in the vault below Masyaf Castle, and yeah, it's...
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
Bit wanky. Sean's a bit wanky. I kind of like him. He's very much like you know, Moon Knight. He's very much like I forget who the guy is who becomes Moon Knight. What's it? I forget his name. But yeah, he's really wanky. Here we go. And we're inside the ruins now, or the entranceway to the ruins of the Grand Temple. Having been led here by Juno and Jupiter, remember, and to an extent Minerva, though she was more for Assassin's Creed 2, really. I've lost my thing. And I can't go back up. The most marked change in controller mechanics for this game from Revelations certainly was you only have to press one button to sprint. It's just right trigger or R2, whatever it is, R2 or trigger, yeah, on the various consoles. Whereas before you had to hold down two buttons and navigate. And some people prefer that, and it does make a reappearance in Unity, which. We'll get to Unity as well in a few games' time. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 games away. Oh, can't wait for Unity. But this is all very much, this right here is very much all just setting the scene. Here is the chase. We've just got to cut to it kind of stuff.
The key. You must find the key.
Son? Sir.
Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
So yeah, fun fact, Desmond is related to Altair through one branch of his family, his mother,
So naturally you drop
and
into the Animus
through
instead of, I don't know,
his father
making
he's
sure I was
related
okay.
to the Altair, to the Auditory family,
Besides,
and
the temple
to
appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection.
and to the Kenways.
At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. I guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Yeah, the character models obviously
Okay,
changed
Desmond. While you were visiting Constantinople,
a fair
we
amount,
picked up a software update for the Animus.
but not
I'd
well,
like to run a
not
couple
too
of
much. I
quick
mean,
tests,
that hair.
make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
Much smoother. Oh, I love it.
Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
Yeah, here's the thing. He gains the knowledge of Altair and the skills of Ezio, and he climbs like neither of them. He's climbing like Connor and like Edward and Ahem climb in this game and the next. Which, of course, it would have been a pain to make different styles of climbing and that, and also this is much better.
Little obstacle course.
But yeah, quite enjoying it. It's a nice, yeah. They always start with nice little kind of intro missions just to get you going.
That's
just to here's the chase.
These are optional
Here's the
objectives
controllers.
that raise your synchronization rate.
Here's the controls, rather.
All right, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars. All you have to do here is jump the gap.
It's too far. I missed. I see. Now things are falling into place. Things starting to look like buildings now. Synchronization being achieved. Superhero landing. Really bad for your knees.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
And here we are. We're in. This is how I guess the Animus actually works. Is oh, the map used to be on the right-hand side. Oh, that sucks. I hate that. I'd forgotten that happened. Yeah, but here we are now in the body and mind of Ahem Kenway.
Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Very good actor plays him.
Where shall I retrieve
I think he's a
once
star
you're
of stage.
Front of the Opera House.
Who is it?
And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
Yes, Adrian.
I'll bring her round at once.
I want to say he was in. I want to say he was in.
Invitation,
Bridgerton,
please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Nah, mate. Keeping it on.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
Good evening,
So this is, of course, London's.
This way, please.
It's actually a really nice theatre, isn't it?
My apologies.
All the way back in the cheap seats. So the box is up on the wall there. For those of you who don't go to the theatre, the boxes up on the walls there were for the fancy, the rich. The stalls generally that were closer to the
evening, Ahem.
Stage were for the slightly less off, but still better off than the people up in the balcony areas. The closer you are to the stage, or the better your view, really, of the stage.
Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it
Beggar's Opera.
On to business then. Do you see?
Yeah, his father brought him to it when he was a kid. I wonder if that'll come up in a future episode. Ooh. Yeah, so he's a very rich guy if he's just looking down on stage from right above it.
You'll need to find another way up.
The boxes are obviously for the rich. The front of the theatre, more expensive seats, of course. Balconies further away, impeded views, are for the poorer folks, we'll say.
1,000 pardons. My apologies.
Wait, I'm going immediately out there. See, I'd be worried. See, this is why I couldn't be an assassin. I'd be worried that someone would see me. This side, because I notice things. Obviously, they're not going to notice me, having their faces buried in each other's chests and whatnot. But yeah, I'm going up here. Yeah, if we get too close to the stage, the guy will see us, obviously. Come on, keep going. No, don't go down. Yeah, but generally the camera's a bit smoother. Although how that guy, because he's right opposite now, how he doesn't look up and go, I say, look at that man, climbing in through the boxes and whatnot. What dreadfully poor form. Like, because he's right there. You know? Also, it's kind of coincidental that no one's in this box tonight. Very coincidental indeed. Yeah, so lockpicking, another new thing. So this game, there was very much a... After Revelations, there was a want to make everything much crisper, much cleaner, much better than in Revelations. They wanted to fine-tune everything, tweak it, make it like the best playing experience that it could be. And to play, it's not finicky at all. It certainly lays a lot of the ground floor for the RPG elements that you'll see in Unity and no, not Unity. The fucking named ones are hard. God, thinking of the named ones. Origins, from Origins onwards, the RPG elements of fighting. It does do that. It's not just counter, kill, attack, kill streaks. It is partly that, but not immediately that. There's a bit of, in this one and in Rogue and Black Flag, there's a bit of...
You should have come to me. We would have found another way.
A bit of theory behind it.
Yes.
Multiple enemies can attack you at once.
Then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
I'm trying to remember that guy's name that he's just killed. I want to say Nikos, something like that. But he's an assassin. Oh shit, that's a spoiler. Spoiler alert. He has just killed another assassin. Sadly. Traitor. A traitor to Hatham's life. Which I believe. Oop.
Oh my! But I've done no wrong.
Just keep walking.
Any weapons?
I beg your pardon. No pushing, please.
Yeah, you can't really pickpocket as well in this game as you can in the previous ones.
Peace, friends. There is no danger.
It happened right in that balcony.
What are those men doing?
Yeah, all the guys on stage, obviously, looking at the
Peace,
murdered party.
Move! Move! Imbecile!
Where are you going?
Yeah. Here's a lesson for you folks. Don't ever try and run out of an opera house if there's a murder happening. Just calmly exit.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Mm-hmm.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am
Could be a vast deposit of
Whatever
cheese,
waits behind
Hatham.
those doors
You don't
shall
know.
prove a great boon
Sir,
to
I
us
doubt
all.
very highly it's a vast deposit of cheese.
Or...
That's why you're going there,
should
Hatham.
they find it first?
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
So, of course, by this point, what would eventually become America has been settled now for nigh on 250 years. For a this is around about 1750, 1760. So yeah, 250, 260 years. It's been settled by Europeans. The New World's still very much a British, Spanish, and French kind of frontier zone. There were a few Germans, but they were a bit further and far between. Some Dutch, actually a lot of Dutch. French, Spanish ruled the south of North America, Florida, that sort of area.
Some fresh air.
British ruled the east, French above them, and the Dutch sort of settled inland, Pennsylvania sort of area. Yeah, lots of people made the so now of course it's almost nothing to travel across the Atlantic. 8 hours,
sure about that?
Edinburgh to New York, non-stop,
Have I
9
ever led you
hours
astray?
Nah,
at most,
though you don't sit right with the others.
barring any delays.
Faith, my friend.
Back then it was
You'll
a
see. Well,
40
seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us
or
with his
more
presence. You might
day-
want to head back to your quarters.
day journey,
Top
40
deck's
day
no place
journey.
for tender Parnells.
So I thought. And yet here you are.
Oh,
Fancy yourself a joker, eh?
oh, he as much as
Let's see how funny you find
as
it.
insinuated that guy was a tender Parnell.
That's enough, Graves. Stay out of this.
So it's teaching them basic mechanics of the fighting now.
Listen to this, Hector. Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself king of the castle.
Please, fellas. Call this off. If the captain sees
To
us...
hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills! Whose side you on, anyway?
He's up with the suplex!
I'm ready to go again if you are.
This is unwise.
Why is that? You think I'm afraid of you?
No. But you should be.
Think I'm afraid of you. Is that a Yorkshireman accent? Sit down, boy.
Do you?
Never! How do you like these?
He's got a knife!
What's the meaning of this?
Captain!
Explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
Your man attacked
simply
me.
Passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about. A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife back.
That is how you win a fight. God damn.
I don't care for you, Mr. Kenway. I've had nothing but trouble since you came aboard.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
Look,
So not
I
the
don't want
most
to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
not the most persuasive,
Oh, this is rich.
diplomatic
I
of men.
suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Is Ahem Kenway?
Really? What a surprise.
He
As
gets
I
that from
cannot
his
trust
dad.
any of them, I am compelled to
He
turn to
passes
you.
on to his son.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive. Well, what will it be?
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Thank you.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood? Excellent. Good day.
I think I'd have liked to have been a captain on a ship. There we go. Day 28. So they're still crossing the fucking sea. And they've been at sea for a full month. You gotta think, how, like 26 days after
Mr.
like, he
Kenway.
first fought them.
Captain?
How sick of fucking biscuits
Whatever they're up
and cheese are
I
they
believe
now?
it's coming to a head.
You know?
I'd best get to work.
And they're still not even there. They've been traveling a month.
He's cut our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned for such luxuries.
It's not right that you should feast on lamb and wine.
Well, quiet! Here it comes. Make like you're working.
Yeah, that's another thing you can do is play a game, win a bit of money.
You there! I have some questions for you.
That's nice, but I ain't got time to gossip. Probably wouldn't have anything useful to share anyway. You want information? Try the cook or the doctor. Everyone's always chatting them up.
Who do we go see? If you want me to go see the doctor, vote. Press 1 now. There's another guy offering for a game. What's he playing? Checkers? Solitaire. Where's the cook? Is the cook? Yeah, there's the cook. Cook's always good for a laugh.
Won't be serving for another couple hours. Some biscuits in the barrel if you're desperate.
Actually, I've come with a question.
What's that?
Cook's always know
Have any of
things.
the men been acting strange recently? Said anything that struck you as out of the ordinary?
The boys cry about the rations, as if there's anything I can do about it. But beyond that, I ain't heard much. My advice, go find James. His ears are always open.
Can your ears
And where
ever be
might I find him?
closed?
Right behind you, actually. He's the one sitting on the barrel.
Oh, hey, we have a viewer. Welcome. Always good of people to join me when I play. Welcome. We're playing through Assassin's Creed 3. Brand new game. Of course, we finished Brotherhood and Revelations the other night.
Ahem Kenway. Pleased to meet you.
I know who you are.
I was hoping you could answer some questions.
I figured as much, but not here. Follow me. So, what do you want to know?
Have you seen
Half an hour into the stream, let's make sure and hydrate, folks.
Anything that gives cause for concern.
Some of the men have been gathering at night on the upper deck. I've only caught bits of their conversations,
Hey,
so I couldn't
I
say
just
for certain
noticed.
what they're up
That
to.
guy's named like my name.
Suspect it bodes ill.
Is it a mutiny they're planning?
Yeah. His name's James
All
too.
I know is they've little
Such a good
love
name.
for the captain. Mills has been trying.
This is my cameo in the Assassin's Creed
only so
universe.
much one man
I'm
can
this
do.
guy who gives fucking
Thank you for the information.
advice and says, "Oh yeah, they've been gathering on the deck at night
I
throwing barrels
only
off and
wish to
shit."
see us reach the colonies alive.
I only want to be alive. Yeah, that would absolutely be my cameo in the TV series based on this game. Should I be worried about him? Well, no, okay. That's one thing. I like it feels so. It feels both glamorous and not. This world, you know, of pirates and
Evening,
seafaring
sir.
folk. I'd love to work and live
How
on
are
the sea.
things?
You know.
Calm and quiet. Just the way I like it. What brings you topside?
Thought I'd wander a bit.
Yeah.
Stretch my legs.
The
That's all.
proper sailors, the
where you
commissioned
tread.
sailors, and the
Deck hides
officers
all manner of
especially would have
danger
come
in the
from
dark.
slightly better off houses
What's
and
that?
backgrounds than the
Someone's
deckhands
throwing
and
cargo
the like.
overboard.
So you'll notice the difference in accents right away, especially in this game. Black Flag, a couple others where it's British accents. Like some of the less educated ones have the accent of being from like Liverpool or Manchester or Scotland even, and the better off ones are very much. Oh, what's he wanting?
I ain't got nothing to say to you.
The guy I fucking beat. But yeah, there's games all around. I've got a big candle in the way of my mini-map, so I'm just gonna... Once we reach this new marker...
He's cut our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned for such luxuries.
It's not right that feast on lamb and wine. We're stuck with tinned fish and biscuits.
Curious. Most curious.
Most curious. What could be happening? Leaving a trail, maybe? Trail of breadcrumbs? Breadcrumbs made of barrels. Another 5 days pass. And they're still on the sea. No sign of land. Oof. Oof. Over a month at sea now. Confined quarters can do... well, horrible things to you.
Any news? Each night it's the same. I scout one area, and they drop the painted barrels from another. I'm going to need to recruit an extra pair of eyes. Maybe James or Mills.
Why are they doing this?
Near as I can tell, the barrels serve as markers. They're leaving a trail. My fear is it's only a matter of time before whoever's following it...
Ship sighted aft! She's making ready to fire!
Very piratey voice there. I'm into it.
Brace! Everybody
Ship sighted aft! Making ready to fire! How many rums has he
A
had?
warning shot. Seems they don't mean to sink us, but board us instead. Man the cannons! Make ready to fight! I want you below decks.
Why? Let me help you secure the ship.
Do you know how to rig a sail? To load a cannon? To wage war at sea?
Yeah.
I didn't think so. Now return to your cabin. Or do I need to have you escorted?
This fucking guy with the fucking mustache and haircut.
Secure the hatch!
Ahem.
Have you been topside? A ship's appeared and means to board us. It's strange. There's no sign of mutiny aboard. Doesn't make sense.
Ah, but it does.
What do you mean?
Did you think you could escape from London so easily after what you did at the opera?
Yeah,
That we wouldn't notice?
I think he's from
That we wouldn't
Liverpool,
follow?
around about that area, you know. Like,
So
they've always
that's what
got
this is
phlegm in the back of their throats.
Surrender, and I will see
Or
that
is
you are
that,
treated
no,
with honor.
is that Liverpool or is that Manchester?
Treat me with honor. Give me a
Either
sword.
way, it's around about that sort of area. Who can tell the difference?
You
There's only
sure
like 40
this
miles
is how
between
you
them.
want to play it?
Don't give him a sword. What are you doing? Just stab him yourself straight away. If you're gonna do that. "33 days no practicing of the swords." Like, how the hell did people not gain weight back then? You know? Yeah, see, much more visceral, much more combat. Covered in blood now.
Stay below decks.
I did as you asked. Only Mills was there.
Oh
waiting.
yeah, one of your
He's
crewmates
the
is
one
dead.
that threw that ship here. There was no mutiny. Only him.
What do they want?
Me.
Then they can have you.
Is that so?
They'll catch us anyway. There's nothing to be done.
I can think of something.
You wish us to sail into the storm?
It's our only chance.
I won't do it.
Then I will.
All right, all right.
The helmsman's like, I'm not getting involved. I'm not getting involved. You can pilot it. I don't want to know. Later that day, like an hour.
We need those ropes secured.
With the wind, a ship like that could be
I told
on
you
them
this
in
was
minutes.
bad.
If the wind is with them and the ship's
I'll
bigger and the
fix your
sails
sail
are
for
bigger.
you.
Yeah. The bigger the sails, the more wind they can catch. Basically. That's how it works. That is fucking gorgeous, though. Makes me, you know what? It makes me just want to skip this one. But I didn't skip Revelations. I'm not gonna skip this one. I genuinely could have skipped Revelations and Brotherhood. Could have gone from 2 to 3, or 2 to fucking Black Flag immediately, even, without losing too much of the modern day story. All I would have had to say was, oh yeah, Lucy's a Templar, Desmond killed her, went into a coma, and now they're in New England. Oh, no, wait, no, I can't. So the stuff that happens here.
Loose the sails! Hate them! You take the foremast! James, to the mainmast with you!
But yeah, it's really sad. The thing I like more about this game than say, oh, that was horrible. You could never do that. Never do that in a million years. No way you could do that. It's wood for a start. It's not even. It's wet. Your feet are wet. It's a storm. There's a wind. There's no way you'd do that and not slip and fall and break your neck on the fucking deck, you know? But we've lost our main mast now, which is never good when it comes to seafaring, first off, and outrunning people who are also seafaring, for another thing.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Lost my fucking hat because of you. At least we made it out. I made hardtack once, actually. It's just flour and water, and it's a little bit of like the tiniest amount of salt. Basically, it's baked so that it lasts months at a time. It is just flour and water baked, nothing else. Does not taste good. No fucking nutrients. Fuck! Look at the rats. There's fucking rats skittering about. The fuckers. No fucking way. Jesus. Yeah, they're not nutritionally valuable at all. Flour and fucking they're just stomach liners to cure hunger.
The goals tell us all we need to know. Climb into the crow's nest and you'll see.
Yeah, that captain's had enough of us. You know what? I've had enough of him. I'm looking forward to getting out of this fucking ship. Yeah, the climbing. Oh, it's so much faster. The climbing does only get... Well, I say that. The climbing for 100 feet actually is the same, pretty much, in every single game. From start to finish, it is pretty much the same. It gets slightly faster as time goes by, but it's pretty much the same the entire way through, which is kind of ingenious. It just looks faster. There we go. Sequence one and done. Another email. I don't fucking want to read these emails. Yes, in case there was any doubt what game we've been playing for the last, let me see, 45 minutes and 15 seconds now. It is Assassin's Creed 3.
Master Kenway! Master Kenway!
Yes, may I help you?
Charles Lee, sir.
He shits the
Pleasure
bed
to
at the
make your
Battle of
acquaintance. I've been
Monmouth.
asked to introduce you to the city. Help you
Charles
settle
Lee?
it. Oh, no need, sir. I've arranged for your bags to be delivered to the inn.
Are you
The
by
one
any
th-
chance
I will
John and Isabella,
actually.
sir?
I'm saying a lot of. That's one of my phrases, isn't it? I could
One
put that
and
on a
the same.
T-shirt. The one thing
Your
about
commission
this.
is with Edward Braddock, is
Yeah,
it not?
there's actually more than one thing all the time.
But he's yet to reach America, and
There
I
you
figured
go.
I
Always
might-
pet every doggo.
Well, at least until
Even
he
when we're on a
arrives,
mission.
I
Come
thought-
on now, Charles. Pet the
Yes.
dog.
Out with it.
Pet the fucking
Forgive
dog.
me, sir. I had hoped that I might study under you. If I am to serve the Order, I can imagine no better mentor than yourself.
Hello, sir.
Kind of you to say, but I think you overestimate me.
Impossible, sir. This way.
Bloody hell!
The graphics on the clothes are quite nice. I'll say that. The shadowing. The texture on each game as it progresses gets just better and better, which I do enjoy. The texture of each layer,
Boston's quite a lively city.
like that
There's all manner of
rope
things to
there,
see and do.
in the newer
Once you've
games would
settled
be
in, I
even
suggest
more
we take some time
dextrified.
to walk the streets.
Dextrified?
Who knows what opportunities you might
Layered.
Hold a moment.
What is
I need
dextrified?
to fetch a few things before we get to work.
It means the
I'll
same
arrange
as
for
layered.
horses while you do that.
I'm gonna say. It's a word I just invented. Find a general store. General store.
The plow is pleased to announce the opening.
Damned sprigs. This accursed
Hey.
city will be the death of me.
You seem troubled, friend.
That's because I am. Greatly so, in fact.
What's happened?
I was robbed. The old Balkan file. Though I've managed to restore what's mine, I fear it's ruined.
You mean the book?
This is no ordinary book. It's an almanac. The first I ever wrote. Benjamin Franklin, pleased to meet you.
Ahem Kenway.
You must be new to Boston.
Why do you say that?
You're still possessed of virtue. To stop and help an old lout like myself. I don't mean to impose, but you seem a spry fellow. Should you happen to find my missing pages, I'll reward you.
Look, I'm not sure if I've...
Even though you won't,
If
it'll
you
be
have
your
the
son
time,
that does
hurrah.
it in
If not, no
20
harm done.
or
Thing is
30 years'
useless in its
time.
current state anyway. But
But yeah, so this is in the early
managed to
50s, of
restore
course.
it. You'll find me
Franklin,
inside my
at this
general
point,
store
would
over
have been in his late 40s, because he was born in
That was interesting.
1700 something. There's disputes. He was born in either 1705 or 1706. What's this all about? This guy's a letter? Nah. Well, it's a long enough game. We'll get through it. We'll do some of the side missions at a later point, won't we? Sword. £700 for a sword. And a flintlock pistol. £2,000 £2,000 for a fucking pistol. Okay. Leaves me with 150. You'll notice it's all pounds, of course. It's not... How do I activate the weapons wheel? Well, we'll find out soon enough, won't we? I can't remember. R1. There we go. Cool. I mean, we'll take the... Tell you what, we'll take the mission, won't we? probably won't end up delivering the letters.
Hear ye! Shots fired in anger in the colony of Pennsylvania. Lieutenant Colonel George Washington.
That is a thing. You don't have to do all the, like, that quest now is open just until I decide, or until I stumble across the people who the letters are for. This is the thing in the frontier. There are very few buildings, you'll notice. Very few buildings that are landmarks.
He sent me a list of names and bade me ensure you could find them.
And have you had any luck with that?
Aye. William Johnson waits for us at the Green Dragon.
How well do you know him?
Not well, but he saw the order's mark and did not hesitate to come.
Prove yourself loyal to our cause. And you may yet know our plans as well.
I should like nothing more, sir.
Yeah, very few actual landmarks in the cities like these. I think this is Boston. If I remember rightly, is it Boston? Yeah, this is Boston. Boston. There we go. See all the letters there. That's where they're. Yeah, we don't have to do that. They just get passed on, and we can do them. Genuinely, we can do them towards the end of the game if we fancy. We could never do them. So it's one of the good things about this game, is that it's very open-ended. It's RPG light.
Cheating, no good son of a bitch.
Perhaps we've come at a bad time.
Oh, don't be foolish, dearies. Please, sit. Fancy something to eat? A drink, perhaps? Or is it a bed you require?
We've already let
Why
rooms here.
Oh, yes.
Cornelius Douglas.
Masters Lee and Kenway, was it? I'll have your bags brought up.
Go on. Go get them, missus. I'll have your bags brought up. Nods at wife.
Only privacy.
Yeah, so back in that was back in those days, women were actually more akin to servants. They weren't slaves because, well, the founding fathers. It's one thing your history books don't often teach you, Americans, that the founding fathers had a lot of slaves themselves. I think George Washington had about 50 or 60, I want to say. He was a pretty... I mean, they were all horrible, horrible guys.
So,
but yeah, women
William
back
Johnson.
then were akin to servants, and some still are today, and it's a really fucking shit state of affairs in countries and places.
He's a bit earnest.
And to be honest, marriages, because there are still marriages in the first world countries that the women are treated like indentured servants, and I fucking despise that.
In the region. I require
It really gets my back up.
People to find it.
Sadly, my research has been
inequality.
stolen. Without it, I'm of no use to you.
Then we'll find it. Do you have any leads?
My associate,
Doing research, so much research.
He's quite good at loosening tongues.
Well, tell me where I can find him. I'll see if I can't speed things up.
We've heard rumors of bandits operating from a compound southwest of here. You'll likely find him there.
Alrighty.
Charles? Sir.
Let's find Thomas Hickey.
Of course.
And I like how all these guys that we're bringing forth are... So that guy was obviously... He was an Irishman. William Johnson.
Tell me about yourself, William.
Was he
What's to
Protestant?
tell? I was born in Ireland to Catholic parents, which I learned early in
converted to
life severely
Protestantism.
limited my opportunities. So I converted to Protestantism and journeyed here at the behest of my uncle. But I fear
Protestant
my
Church,
Uncle
of course,
Peter
was created
not
by
the
Henry
swiftest
VIII.
of men. He sought to open trade with the Cunyan Gahaga, but chose
Its
to
current
build his
leader
settlement away
is
from the trade routes
King
instead of on
Charles,
them.
actually.
I tried to
Used to
reason
be
with the man,
Elizabeth II. The Queen of England, the King or Queen of England, the Monarch of England is the head of the Protestant Church, basically. It's a load of bullshit. It's the exact same shit as the Catholic Church, except the Catholic Church have a guy in a hat. The Protestant Church ain't nothing. You can get divorced there.
which made all the difference.
So this is how you came
It's
to know
the same
book?
shit.
Indeed.
It's It's like, hey, do you believe in Jesus? Yeah,
But still
yeah.
no mention from your
Do you believe he
contacts
was
of the
the
precursor
Son of
site.
God? Yeah,
No
yeah.
hidden
Do you
temple
believe he
or
was
ancient
crucified on a
constructs?
cross and died for our
Yes
sins?
and no.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is to say,
What's
they had their fair share of sacred
What's the
sites.
difference?
Earthen
Oh, we
homes,
believe marriage
forest
is
clearings,
sanctity.
hidden
It's
caves,
sanctity,
but
and
nothing
you shouldn't be
magical
allowed to
use.
divorce. You should be married to one person the entire life. Well, we don't believe that, and now we go to war with each other
It is
for
well
400
hidden.
years.
Even to them, it
Yeah.
seems. But cheer up, my friend.
It says a lot about a country when a branch
To our
of
success,
Christianity,
then.
one of the smaller branches of Christianity, is older than the country itself.
Should not be much longer.
Let's go get Thomas Hickey. You can't run in these buildings, which is a shame. Apologies, grabbing water. Thirsty work, this streaming stuff.
Thomas Hickey?
Who's asking?
Haytham Kenway.
Is that supposed to mean something?
Show some respect, boy.
Peace, Charles. William Johnson sent us in the hopes we might
Thomas
expedite
Hickey, of
your
course,
search.
Cockney boy
Don't need no expediting.
from London.
Don't
Don't need
none
no
of your
expediting.
fancy London speak neither. I found the men that done the theft.
Then why are you just lazing around?
Figuring out how to deal with those varlets.
I have an idea.
Well, let's hear it.
I'll kill the lookout, take up a position behind the guards. You two approach from the front. When I open fire on the group, you charge in. I have the element of surprise on our
Thomas
side.
Hickey, fun
Half will fall
fact,
before they've even
was the
realized what's
first
happened.
person to be executed by the Continental Army for mutiny, sedition, and treachery. Obviously. Oh. Come on. There we go.
Get into position. But wait for me to
reload.
take the first shot.
Did he vanish?
Go on now, before you make us mad.
You two, clear off. You two, clear off.
It's quicker to switch to another weapon.
So much for the element of surprise.
Reinforcements!
Oi! Ahem! Shoot 'em before they reach us!
Use those spare muskets and you won't have to reload.
Oof. Love that. Yeah.
Fall back! Fall back! We'll be safe inside!
Well, you know.
What now?
We can blow the door with those. Go on, shoot 'em.
Well, give me a gun then.
On with the show then.
Guess they wasn't so safe inside after all.
Lay down your weapons, and I'll consider letting you live.
I make you the same offer. We've no quarrel. I only wish to return this chest to its rightful owner.
Nothing rightful about Mr. Johnson.
I won't ask again.
Agreed.
Your kind has no need for books and maps. Who put you up to this?
Never seen a person. It's always been dead drops and letters. But they always pay, so we do the jobs.
Well, those days are done. Tell your masters I said as much.
Who should I say you are?
You don't? They'll know.
Ahem, this one's got some shot on him. You might want to be grabbing it on account of your pistol being parched.
Loots are much
Shame
faster.
so many
That's the
had to
thing.
die.
Aye. Terrible tragedy, that. Back to the Green Dragon, then. I need a drink. Careful, Jim.
Don't let go of the chest, Charles. We'll take care of this rabble.
Wait, them bodies is sure to have loot on them. Would be a shame to let it all go to waste.
Are you mad?
What? Piss off. I was killing the guards. You all saw it.
Back to the Green Dragon, then. I need a drink.
Oh, and all the guns are fucking gone. Wait. Yes. Thank you.
Careful, gents. We've company.
Don't let go of the chest, Charles. We'll take care of this rabble.
Wait, them bodies is sure to have loot on them. Would be a shame.
Damn it.
Quit you crying, I'm coming.
test is worth it.
Come on now. It's just a few fools with knives. They ain't so tough.
It's not the scoundrels I'm concerned with.
They've got knives and guns. A few fools with knives and guns. Hickey. You dickwad. Oh, there's a lot of them. Nice. Love that. Oh my god. Just getting rid of these fools. Properly destroying. Boom. One down. Drop the gun. Switch the pistol.
That
Bang.
seems to be the
He's
last
gone.
of them.
Love to see it. Love to see it. What, do I talk to them now? Do I get in the wagon?
Oi! Mr. Johnson's gonna need to double my pay after all this if he expects me to keep at his side.
Well, look, I kept you safe, didn't I? Mate. Come on.
There you are.
My thanks, Master Kenway. Now, tell me what it is you need.
The images on this amulet, are they familiar to you? Perhaps one of the tribes has shown you something similar.
It appears Kanyan Gahaga in origin.
Can you trace it to a specific location? I need to know where it came from.
With my research returned, perhaps. Let me see what I can do. Thomas!
What?
Rent yourself a room. And a bath as well. I suspect we'll be here for a while.
Just refilling my water bottle. There we go. Now we've recruited a couple of them. Oh, there's games downstairs. Let's find out more about Thomas Hickey, shall we? Oh, no. What's happening? Come on. Talk to me, cunt. Fine then. Next mission. Next on the list. Charles Lee. Come on now.
Evening, gentlemen.
Charming.
Oh, peace, Charles. He'll grow on you.
Oi! Catherine, you fussock! Get back here! Daddy needs a drink!
How fares the search?
Cockneys.
Maths and maps are not cutting it.
What of your local contacts?
We'll need to earn their trust before they'll share what they know.
I've an idea on how we might be affecting that. There's a man who's taken to enslaving natives. Rescue them, and they'll owe us.
Do you know where they're being held?
Afraid not.
Fucking
Benjamin
lecture us,
Churchwill.
cunt.
He's a finder and a fixer.
Ben
He's
Church.
also on your list.
And there I was, wondering whom I might solicit next. Well done.
Benjamin Church. He was effectively the first Surgeon General of the U.S. Army. He served as Chief Physician and a General Director, as it was known back then, which is a bit a bit wordy. GP is what they're known as now, General Practitioner. And he was a traitor to the revolution as well, believe it or not. It's almost like we're just gathering traitors to the revolution around us, aren't we? Strange. I wonder if we'll meet Benedict Arnold. Theories.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. But yeah, basically, once he became
Charles?
Traitor,
Sir?
He was always a traitor. Once he was outed as a traitor, he was put on trial and imprisoned, and banished, and then eventually set sail to the West Indies. But his ship actually, fun fact, disappeared and was never heard from again. I wonder what could have happened. I mean, he's certainly a fucking good-looking guy, isn't he? Look at that. Bet he's a ladies' man. Or a twinks man, man's man, whatever the...
I'll show you how.
Whatever he fancies. Ladies, burly men, twinks. Any and all. So now we eavesdrop. Ugh. These missions are... Ugh. Fucking hell. Not great.
Renewed diplomacy with the Mohawk has been promised. To all carpenters.
Should we write his family, do you think?
Not our business to meddle, even if we've the best of intentions.
But if you could have seen it, they were surely drunk carrying on like that, and during the day, no less.
What? Day drinking's the best. Yeah, once again, teaching us what we already know. I will say though, the eavesdrop missions are much better now than in previous games.
Not likely if he keeps up such carousing.
Truly a shameful display. Benjamin's parents would be mortified.
Perhaps I should send someone to retrieve him before he damages his reputation beyond repair.
They stumbled off to the northeast, no doubt in search of a tavern or some other place of ill repute.
Places of ill repute that aren't taverns.
I'm headed for higher ground.
Alright. But yeah, because it's very much a frontier, the makers of the game wanted to sort of convey that it was a frontier. This ain't your daddy's Assassin's Creed, as it were. They wanted to make it that you had to go exploring, that you had to go to like the blank edges of the map, because the blank edges of the map were just those. They were blank edges of the map, and people didn't explore. Like, people explored the frontier, but they didn't. They didn't have actual maps of all the different, like like every single tree was mapped. They didn't have every single town mapped to the minutiae that certainly Florence would have been in the previous games. No, of course they didn't. It was a frontier town. They stuck mostly to their own cities. They built upwards rather than outwards. Of course they didn't. Like, only a select few people in this time period ever properly explored beyond the boundaries of their own city. It is really nice though. It's really well built. I'll say that much for it.
Time to take a listen. With luck, one of those people knows what became of Benjamin.
There's a haystack.
Definitely suffered a decline in character.
Indeed. All manner of Arifs and natty lads now walk the streets. Why, just earlier today I had a run-in with some.
Do tell.
It was down by the church. A group of men comes rushing through when one of them suddenly falls to the ground, all torn up. I thought about going to see if he needed help, but a look from one of them changed my mind.
Probably for the best. Those aren't the sort of people you want to get mixed up with.
I've asked the criers, but they all plead ignorance.
Bugger that! They're lying!
Aye. Well, what can I do? Threats light off them and I'll not deign to grovel.
Actions speak louder than words, my friend. Arrest one and put him in stocks. See if he's so glib then.
To do so without cause will set them singing songs about us. Last thing the city needs is town criers complaining about our abuse of authority.
And forget it! The crime is done. The killer's gone. Those who know won't share their secrets. If the city wishes to harbor scoundrels, let them pay the price for it.
So we're just following the clues. Exploring the world. There's another viewpoint. We'll grab it. Oh shit.
One way or another, the debt would be settled. I don't envy the man.
Just ran straight into it. Damn it. I've got to do it. It's one of the main story beats is doing them all first time.
Place to do the deed. From what I hear tell, his work usually involves quite a bit of screaming.
Which reminds me, we'd best not buy any meat tomorrow.
Oh god. So we found Ben Church. The bad news, the good news is, good news and bad news. Good news is, we found Benjamin Church. Charles Lee. Yes, what's the bad news, sir? Well, the bad news is he's about to be cut into small pieces and served for lunch tomorrow in the markets. Well, that's bad, sir. We should probably rescue him. Yes, quite. I was just about to say that. Quite. Obviously. Obviously we should save him. Glad I keep you around, Charles. As am I, sir. Right, where's the way down? There's a haystack. Still another thing you've got to watch for.
That I was. Perception is fundamental to the Order. It guides the feet when running and climbing, informs the hands when striking and fighting. But most important, it transforms the senses, and we begin to know the world in a different way.
Can he not go through the empty? Ah! Fine. Charles, come on, man. Get your ass up here. Oh, that was quite loud, wasn't it? I've got to remain undetected. Charles. Follow, come on. The fuck are you doing? Another fort up there.
Careful. The place is well guarded. We need to slip past them.
There's gotta be a way through here, yeah. Oh shit. Come on, Charles. Go, 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 go. I'll meet you there, mate. Oh, I rounded the corner and thought, oh shit, this is not gonna go well for me. And it's locked. Of course it is.
I'll have to find the key. Wait here.
Whew, that was close. He's just chilling on the edge of the fucking door frame. Casual as you fucking like. I kind of like Charles Lee in these early couple of missions. Later on, yeah, not so much.
Why must you always make these things so difficult, Benjamin? Merely provide me with recompense, and all shall be forgiven.
I'll not pay for protection I don't need.
Clearly, you do require protection. Else we wouldn't be here. How very gauche. Now, what shall we do about our guest?
Maybe I take his hands, put an end to his surgering. Maybe I take his tongue, put an end to his waggling. Or maybe I take his cock, put an end to his fucking us.
So many options. I can't possibly decide. Take all three.
Now, hold a moment. Perhaps I was hasty in refusing you earlier.
I'm so very sorry, Benjamin. But that door has closed.
Be reasonable, Silas.
I rather think I was. But you took advantage of my generosity. I won't be made a fool a second time. I fear I lack the constitution to bear witness to such barbarism. Come find me when you're finished, Cutter.
You'll regret this, Silas, do you hear me? I'll have your head!
No. I rather think you won't.
You'll get lucky and pass out. Though I dare say I'll do my best to ensure that doesn't happen. Ruffian. Commoner's dirt, Cutter. And proud of it. Hold still a minute. I gotta decide where to start. Your parents must be so very proud. Quiet now. I need to concentrate on me work. Just a quick little swipe and no more is. How's that sound, Mr. Church?
At least I'll be spared more of your inane prattle.
A little bit from here, a little bit from there.
Who are you?
Ahem Kenway, at your service.
I don't understand. Why are you here?
Walk with me, Mr. Church, and all will be explained.
Another guy saved. Easy peasy. Pudding and pie. Well, fuck you then. Ha 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 ha! Escaped. Ha 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 ha!
Johnson's told me what you intend. As it happens, the man who held me is the same one that you seek. His name is Silas Thatcher.
That fancy lad is our slaver?
Don't let his velvet tongue deceive you. A crueler and more vicious creature I've never known.
What can you tell me of his operation?
He hosts at least 100 men, more than half of whom are redcoats.
All this for some slaves?
Hardly. The man's a commander in the King's troop, in charge of the Southgate Fort.
We need to find a way inside. Let me think on it. In the meantime, I'll attend to our final recruit.
John Pitcairn's our man. I'll take you to him.
Yeah, another guy who thinks he can fuck with me. Ah, now. Pitcairn.
Business.
New recruit.
More kindling for the pyre, eh? Well, go on then.
Pitcairn to me. Like,
how'd you manage that?
He resonates with me.
My commission is with General Brad. When I'm not
Like his viewpoint, his particular viewpoint on the world resonates with me in a way much more than I think anyone else. Even though he is who he is, I think he respects loyalty. He respects people who are in command who deserve to be there. He respects those beneath him as well.
Were you
so I
planning
think to
to
me,
announce yourself, or did you hope my men wouldn't notice your arrival?
If you'll allow me to explain.
By all means. I should like very much to hear this.
I have not deserted, sir. I am here under Commander Amherst's orders.
Show me a letter bearing his seal, and you might be spared the gallows.
I have no such thing. The nature of my work, sir,
It's the sort of thing best not put to paper.
Ahem.
General Braddock.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Wolves often travel in packs.
and he was born in Fife.
Pitcairn won't be here for but a few weeks.
Of course he
return
was.
him to his proper post once our work is finished.
The devil's work, no doubt. It's bad enough my superiors have insisted.
He looks a bit
I
like
grant
a
you use of
fucking
charge,
fish.
But they said nothing about this traitor. You'll not have him.
Edward, listen to reason.
We're done.
Yeah, this is
See these
remastered, and yet
gentlemen
these facial, like, facially, geographically, it's not like they look like fucking burn victims, and it's really horrible to say, but they do. It looks horrible, and those in that cutscene, it looked horrible.
What now?
But yeah, John Pitcairn.
We try and return.
He was from Fife, incidentally. At this point, he was. Oh, what is this? 52?
What are you planning?
52. So he would have been about 30.
What?
At this point.
You'll see.
And going grey.
When I give the signal, you got to distract Braddock's patrol,
Which
and
I
lure them into a
find
dead end.
hilarious, quite frankly. 30 and going grey. It puts a different spin on 17 going under, doesn't it? 30 going grey. The sequel to 17 going under.
Where shall we head next?
Perhaps down Marlborough.
No. Its residents are too content. Their homes are nice, their days untroubled.
What of Lynn or Ship Street?
Yes. Those fresh arrived are often soon in dire straits. They're more likely to seize upon an opportunity to fatten their purses and feed their young.
Obviously, this game had much more in the way of real-life figures than the previous, like Assassin's Creed 1. There were a few, like, the targets were real guys, but yeah, everyone else, no. Whereas this one is very living, breathing city. And
scoundrels, one and all.
he knows Charles. Braddock knows Charles Lee.
After him!
What? Could have just hired someone on the street to do that. Why did Charles do it? Like, yeah.
Unhand him, Edward.
And how did he get shit all over the back of his uniform as well?
Let's go. And John Pitcairn with us.
I will not have my authority challenged.
Nor I.
Put them all in chains.
Right. I see you're not going to listen to reason. Nope. Fucker. That's a new... See, this is a new thing in this game. You can reload from the last checkpoint and get full synchronization. We're not going to do it very often, but I kind of wanna, you know?
I stay my hand today because you were once my brother, and a better man than this. Or should our paths ever cross again, all debts will be forgotten. You're free now, John.
Traitor!
If you want to know more about John Pitcairn, he was actually a character in the novel Johnny Tremaine, and he was in April Morning, which was a novel by Howard Fast. Depicted the battles of Lexington and Concord. Pitcairn himself, I think he died in one of the... Did he die in the Battle of Lexington? He died at some point during the 1770s. 75, 76, something like that. But he, like, his outlook on life was somewhat similar to mine. He was very put upon. He was very much a man who was... who saw life through his own lens, but also at the same time he had a very realistic view. It wasn't downcast, it wasn't downhearted, it wasn't, oh no, we're all gonna die, it's war and everyone dies, so we're all gonna die, so what's the point? No, it was more of a, we are alive now, there is a war, we have to fight, so let's fight and let's try and survive. We might die, but that's the thing. We're just gonna try and survive. To me, he's the most fascinating. Of any of these guys, I mean, Charles Lee would be fun to meet and be like, hey, did you really hate Washington? Because this guy Lin-Manuel Miranda has been there's a whole musical about how and you're in it and you're really a shit guy. But apart from that, I'd really like to. It would be John Pitcairn most of all.
If I may, I was curious about your past with Braddock. You two clearly have a history.
Edward was one of us upon a time, and I considered him a close friend. He was brave and bold in ways few men are. But everything changed at the siege of Bergen op Zoom. We had lost the fortress to the French, and were in the midst of egress. There was a skiff hidden at the port with which we planned to make our escape. As we drew near, a young man and his family came upon us.
begging for safe passage. I consented, but Edward refused. The young man called him craven then. So Edward killed him and all the rest. Even the children. To this day, I don't know why. Was this the first time he'd struck out? Or had I simply never seen it before? Either way, things were never the same after that. We campaigned together a few more times, but each outing was more disturbing than the last. He killed and killed. Enemy or ally, civilian or soldier, guilty or innocent. It mattered not. If he perceived one to be an obstacle, they died. He maintained that violence was a more efficient solution. It became his mantra. And it broke my heart.
I had no idea.
He hides it well, and intimidates into silence any who discover him. Those who persist have a tendency to find misfortune.
And we should stop him.
I suppose you're right. But I maintain a foolish hope that he might yet be saved and brought back round to reason. I know. It's a silly thing to believe that one so drenched in death might suddenly change.
I'm sorry to have brought this up. It was not my intent to sour you.
Nonsense. We are brothers now. There should be no secrets between us.
Mm-hmm.
Gentlemen, I believe I found the solution to our problem. Or rather, Odysseus has.
How do you?
Odysseus.
Are you a new guy?
Really?
The Greek hero, you lobcock.
Allow me to explain. We enter Silas' fort, under the pretext of kinship. Once inside, we spring our trap, free the captives, and kill the slaver.
Dodgy, dodgy. I like it.
Then, let us begin. First, we need to find ourselves a convoy. Convoy should be here soon. We'll attack on my signal.
Understood, sir.
If we time this right, we can catch them all unawares.
At least have a weapon or something on you, man. Come on. We'll aim for the leader.
The hell is this?
A thousand pardons, sirs. Seems we've had ourselves an unhappy little accident.
Get it sorted, and quickly.
Of course, my lord. At once.
Five for me. Six for me. 7 for the 5 other guys I'm with. I like those odds.
Charles, you and William serve as vanguard. Let no man reach us.
What about me?
You and John will follow from a distance and keep watch over us. I'll signal you when I have need of your services.
We're here to help you, along with those held inside Southgate Fort.
Free me.
Not until we're inside the gate. I can't chance an inspection of the gate going wrong. I'll see you safe. You have my word. Do you know anything of Silas' operation? How many men we might expect? The nature of their defenses?
Galizio.
You must be rather important.
She's not a
to him if
talker,
you were given your
is
own
she?
escort.
Not much of a talker.
Sir, we've enemies ahead. Shall I engage them?
No. Let Jonathan and Thomas take care of it.
As you wish.
I wish you'd trust us. Though I suppose it's only natural for you to be wary. So be it.
Yeah, they've got one Scot, one Londoner, an Irish guy. I don't know where Benjamin Church was from. I think he was.
Where is Lieutenant Jones? What's the
Well,
meaning of this?
I mean, he was American, basically, but I don't know what accent he has. So maybe his parents work from Wales. Who knows?
Engage the enemy.
Nice. Up he goes. Stationed up there, ready to dive on those fuckers.
Let no man reach us.
Oh, what? He just, oh my god, just dived on the dog. Fuck, mate. I think that's the first dog to ever die in the Assassin's Creed franchise. Oh shit! I was not expecting that.
On your guard, men.
Of course.
Only say the word, and I'll cut them down.
One moment there. Are you new? Who's your officer?
Engage the enemy. All clear.
Hold!
Evening, gentlemen.
State your business.
Delivery for Silas.
Go on then.
See? I'm freeing you just as I said I would. Now, if you'll allow me to explain. Let her go.
But she'll give us away.
No, she won't.
What's the plan?
Free the captives and avoid detection.
What of Silas?
He dies.
I know when you're ready to strike.
Greetings. How fares the watch?
Who are you?
Thomas Smith, newly recruited. Arrived from London just last week, in fact.
And you're to patrol with us?
So said Silas. I assume it's all rather straightforward. Watch for disturbances, ensure order is maintained. Merchandise?
You don't know, you don't need to.
Just do as you've been told and stay out of our way.
Of course. I must say, the weather in Boston is much fairer than back home.
Wait until winter and see if you still feel the same.
Or summer, for that matter. The heat and wet, it suffocates a man.
And his uniforms. Clearly sewn for other climes. Too thin when it's cold, too heavy when it's hot.
I assume it's quiet here most days?
On occasion we'll catch a smuggler trying to ferry contraband into the city. A small fine and stern warning usually sets him right.
A nice change of pace from the campaigning back home.
Why do you think so many of us volunteered? Good pay, safe work, a chance to own some land.
French would see an end to that.
I don't know. They seem content in the north. Sometimes I wonder if it's not we who provoke with our sorties and expeditions.
Ha! That's exactly what they want you to think.
Such a shame. The colonies are meant to be an opportunity, not another war front. I must say, the weather in Boston is much fairer than back home.
Wait until winter and see if you still feel the same. And his uniforms. Clearly sewn for other climes. Too thin when it's cold, too heavy when it's hot.
I assume it's quiet here most days? A nice change of pace from the campaigning back home.
French would see an end to that.
Oi, fellas. Apologies for me tardiness. Cutter had me working late.
You know Cutter?
Well, who do you think got me this post? We're like brothers, me and him. Now, what's it Silas want us doing? We're to rough up the prisoners, relieve them of their finery. I hear some of them carry real silver.
No one can see me here. Sorry. Just realized, yeah. Not been talking in a while. I'm just so focused on this mission. Where's the general? Like, for real. Is he on the ship? Like, on the ship would be a good shout. Fuck me. God damn it. Sure you want to do this, boy? Alright. Just gonna walk through this camp of enemies and try and kill their general. I can do that, right? I mean, where the fuck is he? He's kicking about here somewhere, surely.
Stop slouching, soldier.
Who have we got
I said
What are you
stop
talking about?
slouching.
Prisoners.
Who are you to tell me what to do?
Good friend of
Prisoners?
Oh, there are no prisoners.
Is that him? Ah, it's him.
I don't follow. No. Man named, Cosgrove. Lieutenant Cosgrove. That's the one. That's the very man. Lieutenant Cosgrove, hero of Culloden.
Final captives. Now that we've killed the general, should be easy. There's John Pitcairn. Our guy on the inside, that's right, Hercules Mulligan. Oh, how did he see me? Damn it. You should be able to just walk up to someone and just stab. Have I not got the... Did I do the... Is the general done? Yeah, he's done. Great. Cool. But I'm all the way back there. Weird design choice, game. I see you.
Fellas. Apologies for me tardiness. Cutter had me working late.
Alright. Easy enough. What? Oh, for fuck's sake. Not having that.
An hour of quiet was all I asked. Instead, I'm awakened not 10 minutes later by this cacophonous madness. I expect an explanation, and it had best be good. How? How did this happen? My precious merchandise set free! It's unacceptable! Rest assured, I'll have the heads of those responsible, but first we clean up this mess! Seal the fort, kill any who try to escape. I don't care if they be one of us or one of them. To approach the gate is to be made a corpse. Am I understood?
So in the E3 showcase, I believe he was one of he was your target, but you played as Redo Nagedon, as Connor. You didn't play as Hatham. It's frozen. There we go.
Where did you receive your training? Did you receive any training?
with this, sir?
There's still time for you to play.
Stop the interloper! He's the one responsible!
Glad to
Kill
have you
him!
with us. I could use some help.
The Order stands united.
Who are you?
Yeah, this guy Silas was the
You don't know me.
was the
but I
target
believe
in
the two of
E3
you
gaming
are well
thing.
acquainted.
I made a promise to you, Silas. One I intend to keep.
Just having some of my dessert. It's sugar-free Alpro vegan yogurt. Some blended
What happens
berry puree.
We wait.
Or compote, rather. Blackberry,
We're not
blueberry,
very long,
raspberry,
I
strawberry.
suspect.
Oh shit, I meant to put bananas on this. Ah well. Good old sprinkling of oats and a wee bit of honey. Boy. Girl. Boy, girl. Oh. Enemies. Friends. Romans. Countrymen. You have not had a dessert quite like this. It is the best. Keep your chocolate. Keep your crisps. Keep your ice cream.
It's been several weeks now
Fucking
since we freed
fruit,
more prisoners from captivity.
vegan yogurt, and
I had
oats and
hoped their
honey
leader
is...
might make contact, but there's been only silence.
It's delicious.
My men grow restless.
I'm almost in
They want
tears.
to know what comes next, and I do not have an answer. Lee alone remains active, pursuing leads, however slight. He stalks the city streets and scouts the bordering woods, hopeful that he might make contact with one of those we saved. There was a woman there that night. It was she who helped the others to safety. If we can find her, I believe I'll have my answers. So, I watch and wait, hopeful that my true mission might finally begin.
$17.55. So 1755 was actually the year of the Lisbon earthquake, which Lisbon being in Portugal, for those of you who aren't from Europe. In game, it was a time of a bit of conflict with the Assassin and Templar orders. The earthquakes often came about, so there was one in Haiti a few years after that was because of an Isu artifact being removed from its sort of holding pattern, basically.
Well, then that's where we begin our search. I'll meet you there.
And what about Boston? Look at the cost and all that we've lost when you talk about Congress. Where's our horse? Wrong way. Unlike in previous games, you don't have just the fast travel points unlocked immediately. Do I really have to dismount to give this cunt his letter? Fucking hell. Just gonna get these letters while we're at it. So that's it. It's barely a mission, barely a game. those lovely New England winters. I hear that they're rather lovely and not horrible coldness at all. Where's the hay? Where's the hay? Is that the hay? Is that hay? Yeah. There's a conversation right here. Oh, it's Ben Franklin. He's in the shop there. Grab that as we pass. Why not? We'll finish at least one side mission before we head off. There you go, 500 quid. Easy. Yeah, there's more of these towers. There are large buildings, there are towers, there are the ship's masts, there are tall trees, but it's not the same as climbing the Colosseum, is it? It's not the same as climbing the fucking Duomo or places like that. There was less emphasis on the cityscapes in this mission. There was more emphasis on the frontier. The frontier was the big draw. The idea that you could, so when this game was released, the idea that you could go into the frontier of New England and explore it to your heart's content, and there were only maybe 20 viewpoints. And even those 20 viewpoints wouldn't unlock the whole of the map. You still had to explore great swaths of the map in order to unlock it, in order to find things, collectibles, you know, all manner of things. It's... yeah. It's surely something. And lots of DLC for this. Lots and lots of side missions. There's a lot of extras. A lot of added things. And not all of them were bad. In terms of a game that has playability, this has playability. Of course it did. It had a lot of playability. There was so much going on. They created in this vibrant, living cities. Basically, they created the cities of New York and Boston, and in between they created just a wilderness for you to explore and have fun in. And fun is what you had. And there were a ton of missions in between. You could go anywhere, you could do anything. You could hunt animals, you could craft things. You could do all manner of shit. Assassination missions, of course, came back. Thief missions, not as common. And there were no... oh, hold on. Is that a fast travel? That's a fast travel point. Nice. Unlocked it. Yeah, there were no... yeah, frontier. There were small villages, really, tiny towns, dotted through the frontier, Lexington and Concord, and half a dozen others that I don't even remember the names to. but this is the whole draw right here. Look how gorgeous it is. I mean, to me, this I don't know what you guys are seeing, but to me, this is gorgeous. 2012. I remember first playing this in 2012. 11 years ago now. Well, 10 and a half. And it was just I was kind of taken in by it, like I am by. And that's another thing. Hunting regions. Different animals appear in different regions of the map. Different prey and predator animals. That's another thing you can do, is unlock the entire map of animals that you can hunt. And of course, one of the big draws of the game was, when it was released, was that the weather, the season cycle impacted how you played. Like, you couldn't run up the same hill in winter as you did in summer. It was impossible. In winter it was covered in snow, and in summer you could get it up it easily because it was dry and or covered in leaves and grass and shit. It was, yeah, I mean, look at that. Visually it's quite arresting. And it was ahead of, parts of it were ahead of its time. In many ways it was a brave new world. It was a far cry from Ezio's time period. It's so vastly different. Graphics, yeah, on those trees, meh. Story, well, you know. But the big draw was this wide open expanse that you could just explore and explore, and that was it. No two random events were the same.
Have you found her?
She's made camp not too far from here.
Excellent. Well, the sooner we're done, the sooner we can get out of this cold.
In Scottish Gaelic, cold is fur.
I am afraid I have some bad news, sir.
Oh?
Braddock is insisting I return to service under him. I've tried to beg off, to no avail.
No doubt he's still angry about losing Pitcairn. To say nothing of the shaming we gave him. Do as he asks. In the meantime, I'll work on having you released.
I'm sorry for the trouble.
Not your fault.
Yeah. Shadow on snow. Look at the texture of the snow as well. It truly was ahead of its time.
We're too late.
Fire's only just been snuffed. Snow recently disturbed. She's close.
Guess we're on foot. Standard.
Bollocks.
On foot. Bollocks.
These tracks are fresh. It must be hers. Seems she took to higher ground. Out of the snow and into the trees.
Haha. Nice to meet you again, Geritsu.
Wait here.
None of them are wearing gloves in this winter. Or woolly hats, for fuck's sake. Wear some woolly fucking hats, mate. Oh.
Oh, damn it. Wait! Come back! Must you return to Braddock, Charles, before he grows suspicious. I can handle things from here.
But, sir!
But nothing. Go! Stop running! I only wish to talk! I am not your enemy! Please just hear me out! gods, woman! Only let me speak! Enough with these games!
Ah. Getting to stalker levels of curiosity now. Fuck are where is she? Come on, even. Oh, fuck. Oh, bollocks. Where is she? God damn. You, die. You up here? I feel like she might be up here. No, of course not. I know, I've fallen. She's not about. Oh, that flash was not fun. There she is. She was up there. Is that her? Am I just seeing things? Let's find out. It was a tree. Same tree I've seen before. Where the fuck is this woman? I'm starting to get annoyed now.
Try my patience, woman!
Are you touched in the head?
Me, Ahem. I come in peace.
Why are you speaking so slow?
Sorry.
What do you want?
Well, your name, for one.
I'm Gadzit Zio.
Pleased to meet you.
God's day.
Just call me Zio.
Dio.
Zio.
Dio.
Now tell me why it is you're here. Where did you get this?
From an old friend.
I've only seen such markings in one other place.
Where?
Well, it is forbidden for me to speak of it.
Of course it
your
is.
people. Does this mean nothing to you? Look, I am not the enemy.
Close to here, there is a hill. Meet me there, and we'll see if you speak the truth.
This fucking woman. Jesus.
That town hosts soldiers who seek to drive my people from these lands. They're led by a man known as the Bulldog.
Edward Braddock.
You know him?
He is no friend of mine.
Every day, more of my people are lost to men like him.
Then I suggest we put a stop to it. Together.
What do you propose?
That we kill Edward Braddock. But first, we have to find him.
If this were a Telltale game, a little thing would flash up saying, Garrizio will remember this.
I don't trust you.
I know.
Yet you remain.
Wait here. A Mohawkman is likely to raise suspicions, if not muskets.
This is hardly the first time I've been amongst your people. I can handle myself.
All right.
I hope so.
Can't stand being quartered there. The endless crashing of the waves, the sting of the salt in my eyes, and the goddamn gulls shrieking and shitting everywhere.
You're sure that's where we're going?
Aye. The Bulldog's putting together another expedition.
Well, that's what they're calling them now. Expeditions.
Aye. Smart too. Slap a fancy name on something and all evil is excused.
I hear tell the French are readying to move on our positions. Wonder what Braddock intends to do about it.
He's already left for the advance camp. I'll wager our little holiday here is just about ended. We'll be marching south before week's end.
You gotta really feel for the guys who are soldiers in this time period who didn't choose to be soldiers. The guys who choose to be soldiers nowadays even are horrible.
Me?
No, the other cock robbing.
Well,
I've got a joke about a cock
I was
robin.
leaving.
Oh?
Cock robin.
And now?
Cock robin.
I'm going to feed you
Cock
teeth.
robin.
And you're
Holy
worried
smokes,
I
what are you
was
putting
gonna
in my
be
cereal, Batman? Cock robin. One there from Joe DiMaggio, I heard. John DiMaggio. Noise.
You're hurt.
Oh, we're It's nothing.
Here. This should stop the bleeding.
Yeah, alcohol actually
Wasn't
constricts the
necessary.
blood vessels and stops blood from pouring out your hands.
Thank
It's
you.
congeal. Believe it or not. So I always carry a flask
Should
on me.
move on.
That and not the
Meet me at Braddock's camp when you're
rampant
ready.
alcoholism that runs in my family. Yeah. Yay. Where are we going now? No map. There we go. There we go. Map is so huge. Oh my god. Ugh, brutal and efficient. Perfect fighting. Doesn't lose his hat once.
Use the snowstorm to mask your approach. Having second thoughts?
Partly.
Hardly.
Yeah.
But I'll have to approach this carefully.
Go on then. I'll keep watch from here.
Do not kill any guards using a weapon.
I can hide in that
What does
cart.
that mean?
What's in the wagon? I need a full inventory.
As you wish. Let's see. 2 barrels of salt, 12 pounds pork, 10 pounds beef, 7 dozen eggs, 16 wheels of cheese. None of it French, don't worry. 5 bottles of whiskey, couple dozen new uniforms, boots and leather for patching, blankets, a cart feed for the horses. What else? That's it? That's all there is?
Well, one Englishman also. Hiding amongst the rags.
Those cannons are like to cause trouble. Perhaps I could sabotage them.
Washington.
There will be no truce. Damn it! Why, George? What reason did he give?
He said a diplomatic solution was no solution at all. That allowing the French to retreat would only delay an inevitable conflict. One in which they'd now have the upper hand.
There's merit to those words, as much as I hate to admit it. Still, can't he see this is unwise?
It doesn't fit well with him. Far from home with our forces divided. Worse, I fear Braddock's bloodlust makes him careless. It puts the men at risk. I'd rather not be delivering grim news to mothers and widows because the Bulldog wanted to prove a point.
Where is the general now?
Rallying the troops.
And then it's on to Fort Duquesne, I assume?
Eventually. The march north will surely take time. There's a copy of the plans in the command tent should you wish to review them.
At least this will be ended soon.
I tried, John.
I know, my friend. I know.
That map will surely be of use. I need to find it.
Shit. Ah well. Right idea, wrongly executed.
Those
Real
cannons are
light
like to
stream,
cause
though.
trouble. Perhaps I
Good
could sabotage them.
Oh, I got them. Fuck. Oof. Damn it. How do I get out of here? I've forgotten. Been so long. Is there a guy up there? I feel like there might be a guy up there. Just run. Just, when in doubt, just run. Shit. That's... Did not mean to do that. Ignore me. Being near your fort. Hunting... I'm just hunting rabbits with a... pistol. Yeah. Yay.
What news?
Braddock has left to rally his troops. They're marching on Fort Duquesne. It'll be a while yet till they're ready, which gives us time to form a plan.
No need. We will ambush him here near the river. Go and gather your allies. I will do the same. I will send word when it is time to strike.
Nice. Even the animations of walking through the snow, look at that. Love it. Where's my horse? Ugh. Guess I'm running. Crossing the river is a little bit tough. Come on. For fuck's sake. Don't know what that little hunting cabin is, but I kind of like it. Right in the middle of the fork in the river? Damn. Yeah, the animation of trying to run uphill through snow, it's perfectly done. They put so much effort into this game, but it just, yeah, I don't know what it was. For a lot of people enjoy the Hatham part of it. We only play as Hatham for the rest of this, sequence. By the way. We switched to his son Connor, or Redonagedon is his given name. But yeah, a lot of people really enjoyed Hatham as a character. He was similar to Ezio, but not so much that it felt like his. He felt like his own character, but he felt like familiar ground and familiar enough that people enjoyed it. But new enough that people enjoyed it, and it felt like a new thing, and all of it felt new and fun and exciting, and it felt like this new thing, which is great when you play games. You don't want anything to just be retreading old ground. Like, I might be ruffling feathers here, but if Assassin's Creed, or God of War, or it's pretty much any AAA game just reused the map from the previous game and put it in a higher resolution as a sequel, not just like so in Brotherhood to Revelations, it's all new maps. In the new Legend of Zelda game, there are a couple of new maps, but the main part of Hyrule, the above ground part of Hyrule, is just the same map, isn't it? They just reuse the same code, the same
hard at work, I see.
Sequencing, the same shit again.
It is time.
And they've gotten away with
You
it.
said I've counted
It's
them
like
off.
this
Meet me
this
there.
whole thing. It's like the biggest game
Gentlemen,
right now. People are in love with
let
it.
us away.
They love it and they're in love with it. And I kind of feel like if fucking Thomas, I could just stumble out of the pub there. I kind of feel like if any other AAA star game had attempted that, it would have gone down like a sack of bricks. But because it's Legend of Zelda,
First it was too cold. Now it's too goddamn hot.
They've gotten away with it.
And humid too. It's a right swamp, I tell you.
It's a right swamp, I tell you.
To say nothing of the mosquitoes.
Warm weather and bugs are soon to be the least of our worries.
What? You mean the bulldog? Please. We'll be in that one's beef soon enough and on to the next.
Where's your boy Lee gone off to?
Returned to finish out his service under Braddock.
I imagine the bulldog's none too pleased after the stunt we pulled.
Pleased to spin a tale of my incompetence and beg forgiveness. He has a way with words, especially when it comes to flattery. I expect he'll be welcomed back with open arms.
Which would give us a man inside.
Precisely.
Unless you've underestimated our enemy.
If I have, Charles will sense it first and make his escape. He's more clever. I see you've been busy.
All these men are from many different tribes, united in their desire to see Braddock sent away. The Abenaki, the Lenape, the Shawnee.
And you? Who do you stand for?
Myself.
What would you have me do?
Will you help the others to prepare? Follow. They come.
Everything all right, sir?
Who's that with him?
Just savoring the moment.
No doubt, many wonder why it is we've pushed so far west. These are wild lands, as yet untamed and unsettled. But it shall not always be so. In time, our holdings will no longer suffice. And that day is closer than you think. We must ensure our people have ample room to grow and further prosper. Which means we need more land. The French understand this, and endeavor to prevent such growth. They skirt around our territory, erecting forts and forging alliances, awaiting the day they might strangle us with the noose they've built. This must not come to pass. We must sever the cord and send them back. This is why we ride, to offer them one last chance. The French will leave, or they will die.
Funny thing about that,
Wait.
this is in the
expedition's not
1750s.
enough. Must ensure that Braddock
It was
falls.
it was
Must be sure
attributed
try
to
again.
Native American warriors and
Disguise myself
French
as one of his
from
own,
Fort
make my way
Duquesne,
to his side.
who beat
Your ambush
Braddock's
provide the
forces
perfect cover
and
for me to deliver the killing blow.
killed him basically at the Battle of the Monongahela. Shenandoah? Monongahela? I think it's a river,
Wait your signal.
There,
if I
in front
remember
of us.
rightly. Monongahela. Yeah, the Monongahela River. Wait, what have I got to do? Kill militia without triggering conflict, okay.
Kill them!
There we go. Technically, I'm not in open conflict yet. Yeah, of course Braddock died. He was inflexible. He didn't recognize the perspective of the colonials, his own prejudices that he formed prior to his military service in the Americas. They all led to his defeat and the ultimate fucking destruction of all of his men as well. Not just him. His men all perished on this trip.
Too high. The ground is uneven. It's dangerous. One false move, the whole thing is sure to fall.
If the French push back, there'll be a lot of opportunities for us up north.
Have served, you mean? Sir, you are grateful to have served.
General!
Edward. Not so fun on the other end of the barrel, is it?
Look out!
He also regarded the natives as inferior to him. Fucking racist.
Sir.
Where are you off to, Edward?
Ah, I see. Not ideal. God damn it. What's going on here? Why am I not able to load my fucking pistol? Shit. Daisy. Keep running. Run, 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 run. Shit. I guess horses are just faster than men. Shoot it! You son of a bitch! I fucking hate this mission. You gotta take your finger off the writing button. Be far enough away from it so it doesn't hurt you, and it's a whole fucking thing. It's just this optional objective. It's so so poorly designed. I hate it. There you go. Right, let's catch this fucking son of a bitch. One shot left.
I never took you for a coward, Edward.
Come on, then! Such arrogance. I always knew it would be the end of you. Is the end of you.
Don't. Hurry before he gets away.
Yeah,
I said
just
go!
you stab future President George Washington. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you do that.
I don't deserve this!
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Why, Ahem?
Your death opens a door. It's nothing personal. Well,
maybe it is a little personal.
Been a pain in my ass, after all.
But we are brothers in arms.
Once, perhaps. No longer. Do you think I've forgotten what you did? All those innocents slaughtered, and for what? It does not engender peace to cut your way to resolution.
Wrong. Whether we applied the sword more liberally and more often, the world would be a better place than it is today.
In this instance, I concur. Farewell, Edward. It's done. Now I have upheld my part of the bargain. I expect that you will honor yours.
Follow me.
Already, end of sequence 3. We've gone through a fair bit tonight, haven't we?
No. No.
Need the apple. Need both the apple and the keychain pendant
You seem
thing.
disappointed.
I thought that I held a key that would open something here.
This room is all there is.
I expected more. What do they mean?
It tells the story of Yotzitzizu, who came into their world and shaped it for what life might come. She had a hard journey, fraught with great loss and peril. But she believed in her children and what they might achieve. And though she is long gone from the physical world, her eyes still watch over us. Her ears still hear our words. Her hands still guide us. And her love still gives us strength.
You have shown me great kindness, dear. Thank you. I should go.
Seems a bit forced to me. But then I'm Ace, so I don't understand that anyway. Now that we're back in Boston. And yes, I will be doing this accent anytime we come to Boston. You know. It's not entirely Bostonian.
Did you find
You know what I'm talking about? Ah.
It was not the right place.
Yeah, you garbage. It's wicked departed,
The others are
etc.,
waiting for you.
etc.
Gentlemen, please sit.
And this is pretty much where we're going to wrap up tonight. I
I
want to get
fear
through
our temple
Hatham's
was no more than a painted cave. Although it did contain
Secrets.
precursor images and script, which means we are close.
Not close enough, it seems.
We need to redouble our efforts.
He's
Expand our
clearly
order.
pissed. Every time we
Establish a
fucking
permanent
see him, he's
base
stoned
here.
or pissed.
Although the site eludes us, I am confident we will find it.
Truth.
Hear, hear.
Furthermore, I believe it is time we welcome Charles into our fold. He has proven himself a loyal disciple and served unerringly since the day he came to us. He should be able to share in our knowledge and reap all the benefits that such a gift implies. Are any opposed? Very well. Charles, come, stand. Do you swear to uphold the principles of our order and all that for which we stand?
I do.
And never to share our secrets nor divulge the true nature of our work?
I do.
And to do so from now until death, whatever the cost?
I do.
Then we welcome you into our fold, brother. Together, we will usher in the dawn of a new world, one defined by purpose and order. Give me your hand.
Wea Sheila Mutlank Balkulo Munkin. What? He's a Templar. They're all Templars.
May the Father of Understanding guide us.
May the Father of Understanding
guide us.
Wait, what?
Yeah, boy. And on that bombshell, with Desmond and William Miles having had a Templar in the family, or possibly more than one, ooh, that's for future episodes for sure. I think that's where we're going to end. The first episode of Assassin's Creed 3, we go through a fair amount. I think there's 13 sequences in total, so another, if we maintain this speed, another 3-4 episodes.
Right?
Which,
wow, indeed.
I mean, yeah.
The key must
It's
be
massive.
the amulet
It's a
Hatham took
massive
from London.
game.
We might know what it looks like, but we're no closer to finding it. Desmond, you need to keep going.
Hey, he's your ancestor too. Why don't you hop in the Animus?
Really? That's your response? It's like dealing with a 6-year-old. What is wrong with you, Desmond?
You want to know what's wrong? I'm sick of being treated like I'm not even here. Desmond, do this. Desmond, do that. Desmond, you better figure things out because the sun is going to turn us all to ash. And I know I was really nice to you, but actually I'm just another Templar plot twist. And yes, I would like very much for you to be controlled by a magic space wizard so that you can murder me. So there's your answer. I'm sick of being a goddamn pawn. I thought it might be different with you. I mean, you're my father, but turns out you're no better than the fucking Templars.
Don't you ever equate me to those bastards again. You hear me? Everything I do, everything I have done, has been for you. Maybe I pushed a little too hard, asked a little too much, but try and remember exactly what's at stake here. You need to get it together, kid. running out of time.
Right, that was unusual. Well, I'm just going to pretend that this never happened and get back to bringing everyone up to speed on where we stand. The news isn't good. It appears this temple is powered by a collection of, well, I guess they're batteries. You found one on your way in, but there aren't any more, at least not down here.
Any idea on where we can find replacements?
Not yet. So
yeah, we do get to do modern day missions and wander around things like subways and arenas and shit like that. And those missions are really fun. Skyscrapers. Those missions are actually really fun.
See what you can do.
Looking forward to those.
Obviously.
The graphics on Sean and fuck Rebecca, Jesus, looks like burn victims. Compared to Syndicate, in which they later appear, and even later than that in Odyssey and in the RPG games. And that's the new Animus as well. That's Animus version 3. Animus point 3 right there. And then it gets condensed even more. Rebecca surely is a wizard. But yeah, for now, that is where we're going to end it for today. We've been Desmond, we've trained, we've gone through the Animus, we've found what the key looks like, we've been Ahem, we've got our rocks off, as it were. We've killed old friends, we've killed old enemies. And that's where we're going to leave off for next time. Next week, maybe even the week after. But don't tell me I don't ever spoil you guys, because that's been 2 this week, and I think it's been a fair old, good old game. End of one, start of another. Can't ask for more. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that shit, share things, whatever. Share on your Facebook, Twitter pages, all that stuff. Once again, those links are twitch.tv/awesomejambo, youtube.com/awesomejambo, and twitter.com/awesomejambo. My archived streams, and my live shows. So, without further ado, thank you all for watching, and keep on being awesome to each other. Good night.